Boys and girls, Miss Tabor again. I noticed last time I cut myself off a tiny bit. I have a feeling I did that today. I'm just so eager to get started that I cut myself off before the camera's ready for me. My own fault. So today's lesson brought to you by the publisher Heinemann. We are going to work in 3 different parts. We are going to do a word work activity working on the long sound I and a special way to represent that. Think about how you could represent the long sound I. That's special. And then we're going to do a little bit of writing about our fire trucks book, well, Fighting Fires book about different fire trucks. And then you are going to read a new book about the Fix-It family. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Okay, so that long sound I is represented by 3 letters, I-G-H. Actually, let me go back. I'm going to minimize this so it's not distracting. Okay, there we go. So that I-G-H, all that says is I. Now I'm thinking one of you in my group right now is thinking, but that doesn't make any sense. How come there are those other letters and they're just silent? Ugh, that's so frustrating. It is, but you just have to memorize it in your brain. And you already know a bunch of words that have the I-G-H spelling in it. We are going to go over those right now. So, I, listen carefully. N-I-T, night. L-I-T, light. I-T, fight. I. This is high like up in the air, you are high. Not high like hello, how are you? Those are homophones. Same word, different meaning, different spelling. Again, this is the word I like to jump high. Okay, measurement. A couple more. Bright, bright. And I'm going to take that word high, I'm going to add an ending to it. High, higher, the ER. Super. So we have night, light, fight, high, bright, higher. All of those have that IGH, long I sound. Tricky, but they are words that you just need to know. Okay, I now said that I was going to do a little bit of writing about our previous book, Fighting Fires. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a new page, and I'm going to make my screen small. Let's see how this works. Really, really small. So then I can take our book and have it next to each other. Let's see how this works. All right, Fighting Fires. We're going to write a couple sentences about what we learned. So really we're going to take facts from our nonfiction book and write them down. Now I want to talk about a couple of the pages. Let's see, which one was interesting? Look at these trucks. They all help put out fires. Not really something that I learned. I know that trucks help put out fires. Well, did you know about the ladder trucks? Yeah, that's kind of normal. Sorry if you just heard that beep. That was my email getting a notification. Nothing important. Well, we also know that trucks have pumps and they need to get water. Not really something I want to write about today. Oh, well, this one is a tank truck. It is interesting that it's another way to get water besides a fire hydrant. I like this sentence. That they get water from ponds or swimming pools. If I copied this sentence, they get water, the water from ponds or swimming pools, I'm not really being specific or clear because what is they? We're going to change they and make it fire trucks. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm thinking that I need to make this larger. Here we go. So instead of they, we can still see the sentence to the left side of the screen, which is awesome. This is called split screen a little bit. So instead of they, we're going to write fire trucks. Fire trucks can get water from ponds. That's not how to spell ponds, huh? I missed that little silent D. Pond. ponds. The D kind of goes away when you add that plural, that S, or swimming pools. Perfect. Notice I really didn't have to spell anything myself because it's right here on the page. When you have your text or your book to use when you're writing, go back and spell things the right way because it's already done for you. All you have to do is copy and copy it well. Let's do one more sentence. What's something else that I found was interesting? Oh, that other thing that the firefighters use to put out fires, not water, but it was foam. That was really interesting to me. So I'm going to write not this exact sentence, but they can put out fires with foam too. Again, let's change that word they and make it firefighters. Remember, firefighters is a compound word. So I'm going to take firefighters and right there, and then I'm going to put the rest. Firefighters put out fires with foam too. I don't even need that too. So let's see. Firefighters. Remember, the beginning of a sentence needs to start with an uppercase letter. Firefighters can use foam to put out fires too. No, I'm not going to write to. Back up. That doesn't make sense. It's only because we didn't talk about that they use water to put out fires. So firefighters can use foam to put out fire. Oh, should that be fire or fires? Let's see. Firefighters can use foam to put out fire. To put out fires. I hope you caught that. Sometimes I try to see if you're paying attention. And you're thinking, oh, Miss Tabor forgot that. I don't know, did I forget on purpose or am I trying to see how much you're paying attention? Sometimes it's helpful that you are the teacher and that you point out mistakes, even if they're not actual mistakes. So that is a little bit of writing. If you would like to write one more sentence about something that you learned from this book, please go ahead and write it. Maybe send me a picture. I would love to see what you come up with. Okay, so I'm going to minimize that, put this over. Now, we're not going to use this book again. I'll show you our new book, which you are going to read yourself. It is part of the Fix It Family series. It is called The Broken Clock. Now remember, the Fix It Family series, usually something that's broken and somebody within the family tries to fix it. Usually they're pretty humorous. So let's take a look. Before we take a look, I'll talk about a little bit of this book. This book really includes Nana and Rose. I'll show you those. Here are those characters. Here's Nana and then Rose. These are the two characters in this book today. And Nana has a clock that she loves, but it is broken. So Rose tries to help her fix it. Well, in this story, they go through steps of what they're trying to fix. So first, the arms or the hands of the clock did not turn. So they pulled them off and put them back on, but it didn't help. So what else could they do to try to fix the clock? Well, that's for us to find out by reading the rest of this story. Let's go ahead. Again, you are going to read it. I'm not going to do it for you this time. Ooh, sorry about that. What do you notice on this page? Think about it. Can you predict what's going to happen? Think about the sound that a clock makes, if you've ever seen one like this, probably on a cartoon. Cuckoo, cuckoo. So think, the problem was the clock is broken and they try to fix it. Well, they tried a lot of different things to fix this clock until the very end, which I kind of said, when Nana was finally going to throw it away and Rose notices how to fix the clock. They need to plug it in. That's so silly. Now, did the illustrations give that away at all? I see that plug right here a tiny bit. Were you looking carefully at the illustrations? Can't really tell that it's a plug. So the illustrator really didn't show us many clues if it was plugged in or not. So they were being tricky. But I really enjoyed this book, and why the clock wasn't broken? Well, there was really nothing broken about it. Just it needed to be plugged in. So thinking about that, how to problem solve, is really important skill to have to do everything. Okay, so let me put this back up. Now, I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope you were able to read it yourself, reading through some of those longer words, reading through those words that had digraphs. I noticed one specific word had that WH digraph that only says the W sound, the word Y. Okay, so that was really nice. I like the Fix-It family because it's real life stuff. Have you ever had something that was broken, you thought was broken, and then actually wasn't? I've had that a lot, but it happens. All right, so our next lesson, we're actually going to get into slightly more challenging books, which is exciting. Our phonics lesson will be adding the base word and adding different endings to words, which is nice. And then we'll start with a classic story, which are some of my favorites because there's lots of different versions of those. So I will see you soon. I miss you all. I hope these videos are helpful for you, and I'll see you next time.